to make sure that it would be difficult for that team to get out from that compound.
And not only that, by doing so, they are basically locking them out. Xavier, okay, they do have a couple of other vehicles, but now they have to use those other vehicles instead, and they have to force their way through. Okay, one of them, Paragin, managed to get on the buggy, and he's circling around. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen on the other side, because look at the minimap up north. Fluke is actually waiting for them.
Yeah, oh, man, I don't think Vampire is gonna let this one go. They are anticipating, I guess, the kind of plan from the Savior, how they're gonna be escaping this one. So they are assessing the situation. Obviously, I mean, there's really nowhere to go, and you're right, they are locking them out of the zone here. So they're doing a great job, I guess, at holding down the fort. Because that's exactly what they need, is to assume points. They are still at the second page of the leaderboard, so there is a need for them to kind of be aggressive at this point in the competition.
Yeah, second page, second last place as of now. They could use every single point that they could get. Same goes with the Xavier as well, but they're in a lockdown situation. So we'll move over to another team that's in the bottom as well. Outer Eagle coming in, but they should be fine. I don't expect to see big engagement from them now, even though BTR is close.
Okay, stage 3 situation is that we're down to 13 teams remaining. Bigatron Red Aliens is still quite quiet, quite passive, but there is a team pretty close to where they are exactly. So we might see them have an exchange because Leon is actually getting shot here. So there's a need for him to actually give up that location or give up that spot. And that would be the guys coming from Alter Ego Eras. Team Flash seems to be within proximity as well.
Yeah, Team Flash around the corner and playing with 3 players. So playing in a handicap situation, they might not make any real big moves for now. So I guess what will be interesting for us to see is a D0 because they're tanking out the blue still. So potentially that Vampire Esports is still trying to lock out the Xavier.
Yeah, they know that it would be easy for them to actually get inside the zone, so they need to come up with with an effective plan on how to get inside the circle with their life intact, and of course, as much as possible with a complete squad, but not a complete squad because Chua already has been sent back to the lobby. So at least to keep their 3 members, because this is just stage 3, and we still got 13 teams, and most of the teams here still has a complete squad. So there is really a need for the Savior to survive with all the firepower they can keep.
Ooh, okay. Now we have a good view of where the Xavier is at. Instead of Vampire Esports, now they could be running into Sem9, and we do have them on screen right now. Sem9 knows the presence of the Xavier, and they will try to take him out.
You know what? Vampire Esports, I think they're also in a tricky position. They will be coming from, like a high ground, so they will have to descend, and it's exposed to another team down below, so it could be hard to actually go down. But let's see what will happen first, because Stoned, okay, coming from the kill feed, is also knocked down. Sem9 and D Savior is still having a conflict here. Lamborghini playing Ring Around the Rosie here, trying to play catch and mouse. He's been cooking up Nate, but couldn't seem to find his target just yet. Depp does an amazing job being elusive here.
Yeah, so he is fighting alone though in this building. Okay, he needs backup. Backup is just behind, and they need to clear them out fast because time's not on their side. The zone is starting to close. And Bobo who gets one, looking for more other members of the Xavier. He does have the information. The smoke will be popped out by the Xavier. 2 active members left. Dap shows up with the AK in hand. He sees his target. He will gun down Lamborghini, leaving only Paragin alone.
No engine will be started because Lamborghini is already out of the game, and the rest of the Savior. But fret not, ladies and gents, because they were able to set up 6 elimination points, which is, for me, a decent number. So it's a-okay still. Genfuzz already bagged 1 point under his name. Satar just got picked up, so he needs to heal up as soon as he can. Team Secret also having an exchange here up against Vampire Esports.
Oh, wow. Vampire Esports. Wait a second, Fluke. Did he jump out of a moving vehicle and he knocked himself? Okay. Not too sure what happened there. I do have a couple of questions, but we'll try to answer it later on. We're going to put focus onto RRQ versus T2K, the team that got the chicken dinner earlier on. And RRQ trying to find an opening here by knocking down at least one member of T2K. But T2K, True Love, will not allow that to happen.
Yeah, a little reckless there on the side of Crispy. I mean, the moment that he stepped inside the house, he got he got knocked down in an instant. Asa trying to provide backup here, but has been getting a lot of damage from T2K. Man, T2K is clapping back hard up against RQ. Snape again tried to defend himself with a mini 14, but oh man, Rose fired his M416. So yeah, but okay, great follow through though coming from Asai here. RQ can win the fight. They already have 5 elimination points, but T2K is also being challenged up by 53 Esports.
Oh, here we go. RRQ eliminated. 52 Esports have arrived in the compound, and they have the higher ground against T2K. Oh man, this is going to be bad for Igneous now. It's just a matter of time because Votro is going to come in from the side. Votro sees him, and the nade from Crypto will take down Igneous and T2K. Now they have only that one player left, and that's going to be Kanza.
Oh man, it's gonna be difficult here. And I love the fact that teams, they let their opponents fight it off before they jump the gun, which is great tactics, right? Great strategy. And that's exactly what 52 Esports did just a while ago. I think it's the same thing with another team just moments ago, Circla, right? I think it was around Hacienda de Patron. I'll try to remember that later on. But we're down to 10 teams remaining. We've got Todak, and they already have quite a number of points, if I'm not mistaken. Sem9 had been found by Tony K of Vampire Esports, and I guess he's getting that point.
Yeah, and Tony K and Vampire Esports, they need as many points as possible. But as for Sem9, pretty much in the same situation, but the players think out the blue. Link sees Tony K, cuts his health down to 50%. Kenny gets taken out by the blue. And speaking about the blue, we got at least 3 teams still on the outside of the circle with the blue currently closing. So Lynx have to retreat back. Oh, it takes a lot of damage there.
Yeah. And by the way, Lynx from Todak, also, I guess, one of the players here that are gunning for the MVP title as well. It's been doing good so far. I think he is holding the most number of headshots, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see if he can pull off such a great game here to overtake Gosu in terms of like being the overall MVP. Cleon with the attack. Caught Genfuzz sleeping there on top of this mountain. And so, yeah, he had to pay the price.
Let's see who else is going to pay the price right now. Because as much as Toda wants to seek refuge in the circle, there are other teams around them. They're going to start off by taking out hunts for you. But that's like quite a long range shot. They have to crash in to complete the mission.
Ooh, man, Lynx. Ah, man, he just got murdered there. 9, of course, trying to have an exchange here. He's dancing with the devils, but Alter Ego Ares is doing an amazing job as well, trying to defend this compound. Kodak now in a bit of a pickle, considering the fact that there are tons of players. So not really tons of players. Most of the members here are already on the ground, and I think, were they eliminated? Okay, we still got one more player, which is Cleon.
Cleon, last member left for Toda. This is when they are actually in the running to catch the number 1 spot. But now with only 1 player left, it's going to be hard. And taking into consideration that Team Flash is still with a 3-man squad as well, they need at least, as of now, 11 points to be on par with Team Flash. But with only Cleon left, that has probably got to wait.
Okay, Tusk is by the ridge here. Krypton knows it. They've been talking. T24 will try to flush them out. And the moment that Tusk actually stands up, it could be dangerous for him because Crypto is actually pointing his gun at him. And there you go. I mean, we were talking about it. Tusk is already on the ground here.
And probably Porsche next. Or Porsche. Never mind. Fluke knocked out by Changsin and taken out by Sata. Oh, there was a steal there. Okay, Roy out
Ooh,
at number 10 with
man.
0 elimination points. Lucy, what a nade from the top, and that is almost a blind nade by Brick.
Again, it's hard to challenge up the teams that are right up above you. High ground advantage. There is a reason why we call it an advantage. It's such a great vantage point. That is the reason why. 52 Esports flashing their 4 elimination points. We got Crypto over here bagging most of it. NKT triple F. Man, he's currently on the ground. I don't think he can be picked up by his teammate here, or it can be difficult. Okay, so but there's that significant distance, so I guess there's time. There's a way for him to get picked up, but then again, they will be coming from a direction that their enemies know exactly, so it could be hard to escape from that area.
And the question now, well, is also whether Cleon has the way to get into the circle. With BTR on the left, Alter Ego on the right. I mean, it's going to be a hard journey for Cleon. But let's see, BTR, not really safe as well. Some of the players on the outside. And this is the time that we might see teams will crash onto each other, especially the fact that we have like at least 3 or 4 teams on the south side of the circle. So somebody has to be cleared out.
Yeah, survival is the name of the game. And you just have to do everything, I guess. If you want something, you just have to really fight for it. So that's the nature of a battle royale, ladies and gents. 8 teams remaining. 3 elimination points goes to Team Secret and P24. Man, got caught off guard by Dep of Sem9. But just look at that. Sem9, Dep is the only player remaining, but he's been trying to clutch it. Was able to score a point there all alone.
Oh, the outs. Looks like Cleon did not make it. I mean, it was kind of expected as well. 1 person on the outside of the circle, 2 teams in front of him. It's just a matter of which team would get him, and at the end of the day, it's going to be Alter Ego. But we have Team Flash now on the elimination feed, taking out Batman, and Crypto gets a nade to the face. So retreats back. Sem9, though, it's only 1 player, Dep, but he tries to fight back.
We're down to 7 teams remaining, and the only team that has a complete squad would be the last time that I counted would be 3. Team Flash is one of them. Team NKT is one of them. We're still missing some more. I guess we'll find out later on. But Alter Ego, oh, this is an interesting matchup. Bigatron Red Aliens. Lapar taking in some damage. Rosemary's cooking a nade here. One of the Red Aliens is currently knocked down. Will they be sent to space this time?
Okay, got to put on their spacesuit now. And Sata, very, very low, 10% of health. Leon Punk needs to retreat as well, but they don't have enough space. Sem9, the last player, Dep, eliminated at number 7, so they're out with 4 elimination points. As for BTR, they will lose Lapar. And Leon, nice day for Hans, for you to knock him down, but he still has Sata to save him.
Yes, sir. And because of Red Aliens, of course, in a vulnerable spot here, who will be agents coming from Men in Black, ready to send them away back to